entiende? BMW E36 M3. Let's go for a drive.
What's up, guys? My name is Jordan and this is my E36 M3. I've had it about a year now. Put about 15,000 miles on it. So far just regular maintenance and basic mods such as coilovers. I have 245s all the way around on the Cozy K1s.
Okay, so the car is a Boston Green E36 M3, a 97. So the 97 already is the facelift and has the 240 horsepower engine, the 3.2 liter. The E36 has a cool story because, and it had a big shoes to fill actually, because it came after the icon, the E30 M3. But the E36 was a joint effort. You know, it came actually to the United States thanks to a group of enthusiasts who actually petitioned to bring the car over. They sent a letter to BMW, whatever really happened, and boom, we got one. But obviously, being in the US, we obviously always get the shorter end of the stick. So this car has, yes, it has a 3.2 liter inline 6-cylinder that actually steered away from the 4-cylinder that the E30 had. But again, we didn't get the independent throttle bodies, we didn't get the dual stage vanos, a couple different details that, you know, we don't have the 320 horsepower version, but we do have the 240 horsepower version, which this is. Being a 5-speed, you still have the limited slip diff. You know, it's still your E36. I mean, it's still a good car. We don't get the floating rotors like the Euro ones. We don't get the oil temperature gauge. We do get an MPG gauge. Things here and there. I mean, we're used to in the US getting the shorter end of the stick, the cost cutting. But coming back to this car, Jordan has a renowned steering wheel. Quick release, not a quick release, but it's like a it's good. The shifter feels great. It feels like your typical BMW. They're long throws, but it's like a tall shifter. So, but either way, it's very precise. The steering, Jordan has some 245s on here. He does have the Renault steering wheel, so it's not the original. The steering is on set. It's what your 90s car should feel like. Hydraulic steering. It's very precise, very on point, especially with this Alcantara suede material. You have no problem losing grip. Suspension. Jordan has some eBay coils on here, but you know, they feel great. The suspension architecture of the car is fantastic. So it's not gonna feel like your everyday Mark, you know, GTI on shitty coils. The heel and toe is very easy. It has that that accelerator pedal that, you know, it's that typical BMW. It's a very stiff. It's like, are you sure you want to do this type of thing? Brakes feel great. Response. The engine is very smooth. It, you know, you rev it out. You have to rev it out. All right, so the E36, unlike the E30 that had to be produced as an actual road car because of DTM homologation rules, BMW was more at liberty to make a car catered, you know, for your average, not your average, but like your, let's say you're working at you're making a certain amount of money a year, but you're young, you want a sports car, so you want an M3. You're between an M3, you're between a C43 and an S4. So, you know, it didn't have the wide body, it didn't have the spoiler, you know, although some did have the spoiler, and the LTW has the really tall wing. This car was more just like your subtle, elegant Autobahn, what's it called, burner, like Autobahn fucking killer. You're there, you can be cruising at 120, 130 all day. You know, car sounds good, it feels good, you know, at not one point during today's test that I feel like I've lost control. I haven't really been able to push it as hard as I could, but
I got an Alcantara steering wheel and a catback exhaust from UUC. They make some BMW parts for these cars. Before this car, I had a Mercedes C230, and pretty much I was getting bored of the Mercedes. I used to love Mercedes and AMG and all that stuff. But as far as driving and like tuning a car, this is what I wanted, and this is what I got. As far as driving this car goes, compared to anything else I've driven, I feel like this car is balanced in every possible way. As far as losing control and catching it, there's no problem. The LSD kicks in right there. It is my daily driver, so basically I'm putting 50 to 100 miles a day. It is it's about to hit 130 on the clock, but it's still running strong. These SP2 motors, I've seen them all on Craigslist or eBay, whatever, and there's plenty of them with 200,000 miles and they're still running, so I got faith that this one will hit 200,000 without a problem.
So basically, the E36, in general, you get a clean 325, you get a clean M3 just like this one. You know, I think the M3, it's a great proposition for the money. And, you know, they're appreciating in value, so it may even be a good move if you're looking for a first car, if you're looking for a toy, like, or a daily like Jordan did. It's a great value for money. It's like it's an M3, bro. Like, that's it. I don't even know what to tell you. It's an M3. You're buying a BMW M3, ultimate driving machine, prime, straight out of in the wake of the E30. So like they had to make something good. Even though we got shafted here in the US, it's still a good car. It still has more than enough power. You can have your fun. It has the limited slip. It's 5-speed. Shit, that's it. You get some 245s on here with the cozies, get some coils, get a steering wheel. Dude, I've had no problems with traction today, other than a little, but that was just me like, oh, let me see if I can get inside it, you know, like if it would get out. And it did, and it'd be easily controllable. Other than that, you know, car sounds good. On the highway, there's no drone with this catback. Even though at 5th speed you're doing 80 at like 3,500 RPM, like my car would be fucking, you need like those airport, like those heavy duty Bose noise canceling, like some crazy headphones. It's breaking a lot of necks too, girls and guys. Still an M3, and this green is another highlight of the car, to be honest. The condition that it's in, and just the color that it is, you know, to go into a dealership and be like, no, I don't want a silver one, I don't want an Astoro blue, I don't want Imola red, let me get that Boston green. That's sick. Went his own way, and the color is fucking awesome. To be honest, like, I never even thought of, like, I never would this color even a thought, you know, like it wasn't even one of those colors that you would think like, shit, I'd buy an M3 gray, you know, but it's that color. It's nice, especially well kept. And these Vaders, let's not forget those. Comfortable, not much support, you know, not much lumbar support, side to side movement, you know, but they just look so baller. They're sick. Like, what other car seat looks like this?